Okay, so I've been digging through this AMA. This is the Hydra AMA, a Raid Shadow Legends official account. Mostly I've been looking for rewards, as has everyone. If you look through this here, they say obvious things, clan gold, clan experience, there'll be some serious rewards. Any suggestions? People here say some suggestions. There is no further conversation from there. If we go back, however, and we scroll down, somebody else asked about the rewards, okay? The rewards they just said is decent, and you look here, you will get rewards after every battle, but the extra juicy rewards will be Hydra chests. Okay, disregard that. I must have inhaled some toxic fumes. You'll be able to pick up your rewards after the boss reset, just like you do when fighting the Demon Lord if you survive our encounter, that is. So what they're saying here is they believed that at the end of this fight, you would get like experience for silver or whatever, like you do at the campaign. That's what it reads like to me. Like they were just saying, oh, you get the normal rewards, but the big rewards are basically the clan boss chests. They're basically saying the clan boss rewards type of thing that you're getting on Hydra is the rewards. That's what they're trying to say, and they just messed up their wording. I understand this. This isn't a big deal, okay? If we go down, however, this is where it gets interesting. Decent, okay? Someone says, what's the rewards? Decent. So we have all of these non-answers, basically. They're not saying anything. And they talk about the mechanics of the boss fight and all that. I mean, we'll figure it out. Who cares about speculation? But if you go down here and look, okay, can I get Brogni fragments? Yes, I know they don't currently exist, because remember, that was a fusion, all right, from fighting you. Fragments, hot, Brogni cold. So what do we know? Fragments, he's on the money. So fragments is correct, okay? And when they're saying really good rewards, they're hyping up the rewards. Could we see new OP heroes coming to the game that you collect fragments of from the Hydra that rotate monthly or something, and that's how you collect them? Meaning the Hydra is really difficult, and the only way to get the new heroes now is by collecting fragments from farming Hydra. There is one other world in which we live, and instead of it being something really bad and kind of paywall toxic, it could actually be the exact opposite and be amazing for free to play. What do I mean? So let's think about this. If what they actually mean by this is fragments hot, and they mean previous fragments, okay? So this guy's basically saying, can I get, complete like a fusion that wasn't done, basically is what he's saying. They're kind of saying you're hot on the fragments, cold on the Brogni. But Brogni wasn't a fragment fusion. Well, you got fragments for the fusion, but the fusion was not a fragment fusion. How you actually got him was getting fragments of the epics and then taking the epics and fusing them into Brogni. So the question that he's asking here isn't actually relevant, because there's no such thing as Brogni fragments. So what the answer is yes, you can get fragments, but there's no such thing as Brogni fragments. Here's where it could be really good for free to play. What if they go back and give you fragments for all of the fusions that you were not able to complete? They can't make money off of the previous fusions, can they? Unless you pull the new heroes. However, if they make a boss that's farmable, that what you can do is put the old fusions in there that people didn't complete. You obviously don't put the new ones in there, but you put the older ones in there that people didn't complete after a certain amount of time. Okay, you say 3 months after the fusion, it gets added to the pool. Then what happens is you have all these free-to-play people with 50 or 60 shards, and when they fight the Hydra, in addition to the normal rewards, you're getting these fragments, like let's say 1 to 10 fragments of heroes, random shards. It could be any of the fusions. Sure, you gotta wait till you get the right one, and there's a lot of fragment heroes, but it could be a really cool way to complete previous fusions, and also means future fusions could be doable as free to play, even for people like me who don't want to save shards. It could be a life-saving thing for free to play. You get 80 shards because you didn't save the sacreds or whatever for the fusions and the champion chase. 3 months down the road, you know he's going to be in the pool. You farm the last 20 shards eventually through Hydra, and you got the hero, and you don't have to worry about it. That would be mind-blowingly amazing to me, okay? Like, I can say, as my free-to-play who just completed Doom Tower, being able to go back and grab fragments would be great. You know what would not be great? If this is just fragments of Doom Tower heroes. If what they do here is they make Hydra, another way just to grab the same heroes out of the Doom Tower, or they put new paywalled heroes in here. And I don't want to say the Doom Tower heroes are paywalled because they're not really like game changing. I don't really think the Doom Tower heroes like busted the game. They're just fun, cool heroes, and I'm okay with the balance of Doom Tower looking at it in its current iteration. However, if we put OP stuff like the new Sifi behind this Hydra, we could have a serious problem. So what I'm looking forward to personally is the ability to finish previous fusions. It would be amazing. It would be amazing. Okay, so please have that be what that is. We also have some shard pulls to do in this video, so let's get into those. This is the first void shard I've got from the ultimate chest. We're actually on the point where we can 3-key the nightmare boss now. We cannot 3-key the Ultra Nightmare. We can't even 4-key it, okay? But we can 3-key the normal Nightmare boss now because we 6-starred Lankus. But not only did I get a Void Shard that we're about to open, we also got an Ancient Shard from him. I just didn't show the first chest because when I saw the second one was another shard, I realized this was going to be a video. So there is, in fact, a targeted boost going on. So let's talk about it. Right under me, which way am I going here? Lady Kimmy, okay? She's right under me. There she is. And then we have Lysandra Nethro. Now, if you didn't know, I actually own 5 Nethros, and I think 2 Lysandras, I think. Don't know the Lady Kimmy on my main, okay? Nethro is actually a pretty good hero. I'm very excited to be powering him up all the way. I have 5 Nethros, so going 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 5th one's going to make him completely fully maxed out once the new dupe system comes out. Now, moving on to the shard ones here, we have Blind Seer. Then the normal Ancients, we have Deacon, Shatterbones. Her name starts with an A, I think, but I forget her name. And then Sylar. Now, here's the thing. This is actually a pretty decent 10x. All of these legendaries are what I would consider good legendaries, usable legendary heroes. Blind Seer is a very good Void legendary. All of the epics, except maybe Shatterbones. I think Shatterbones is probably arguably the worst one during this poll, but he has this move, which hits 3 times and 50% chance, which gets booked to 75% chance to decrease term year by 30%. So that is an AoE 90% decreased Terminator if they all land, okay, and 75% chance per proc. He's actually not terrible. His third move is a little disappointing because it's the 15% decreased speed, but he does actually fill the Terminator of his allies too as well. Only 25% again, so a little bit disappointing, but it's a move. I think this move would have been a little bit more exciting if that was the 30%, but it is what it is. I mean, he gives you the 25% increase buff on all his allies if it's in fact critical. So he's not amazing. He's probably the worst one out of all of them, but all these other heroes, absolutely great. I'm not going to go into all their kits. If there's any of these I want the most, it's Lady Kimmy. Easily, I love the Shadowkin faction. I think she's insane. I mean, look at this. Decrease speed, decrease. I mean, this is the move right here I really like. Removes 1 random buff from each enemy, 75% chance of block buffs, debuff for 2 turns on enemies who have buff removed. So you get rid of the buffs and then they can't have more of them. And then you fill the term year of all your allies and you give them increased accuracy, increased speed buff for all. I mean, it's just a really nuts move. And then obviously ally speed and Doom Tower is pretty good too, even though I have Ursula. So that's great. I think I would want Blind Seer out of the Void or Sylar, obviously. That being said, let's go. If you're going to pull on this, you can. I mean, this is one of the better 10Xs, but keep in mind, we have a fusion right around the corner. And there's a Bog Walker, who, if you look at his passive here, places a reflect damage buff on allies for 1 turn whenever attacked with a critical hit. Pretty cool. I actually don't know technically if this triggers, like if he gets hit and then this goes and then it triggers on all the allies and they get damage back on the same turn. I don't think so, which means that this reflect damage very often, more than likely, isn't even going to do anything, which is kind of a bummer. But if you look here too, increased defense buff on all allies, all that, probably not going to use them. Maybe use them, probably not going to use them. Anyway, let's continue. Here, Void Shard. This is the one we want. Come on now, give me an epic, please. Okay, give me Cold Art. Oh, it's the guy who can't eat soup. The dude who doesn't have hands. What does he even do? Continuous buff on himself. That's bad. Heals all allies 15% of their max HP. Who cares? And then revives a dead ally with 50% HP and 50% term year. You know, he's an Ogren tribe. So I bet this guy is for Faction Wars 100%. He's a reviver within the Ogren tribes for Faction Wars. But I think that reminds me, if I look, I think he was also a fusion guy. Did I show you guys this yet? We pulled Ugo, so we have another reviver already in the Ogren tribe, so I'm not really worried about it. But we have her, And she's obviously nuts. She's going to take a lot of books. I don't know if I want to book her yet, but she seems very, very, very good. So I'm more than likely going to be using her. The free-to-play is now completed with the Doom Tower. So what do we do? Well, here's the thing. I think what I'm going to do, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, okay? I'm really going to weigh this against the audience, but I think what I want to do is make a new free-to-play and have it be commons only. Now, I'm not saying abandon this account. Obviously, I'm going to still play this one. I'm in love with my main free-to-play here. This account I'm going to be keeping forever. I'm not giving this away or anything. But I kind of think it'd be a fun season to go season 3, and this time basically make Sister Militant like MVP. People that are commons getting all the way through Dungeon 20, I believe would probably prove that the game is completely doable through Dungeon 20 free-to-play, even with just knowledge and gear. Now, I don't know how hard it's going to be. I imagine it would be pretty difficult. It might not even be doable. I'm not sure, but I think that's kind of why it would be fun to find out. So common only account, you can let me know what you think of that idea.